Durability and reliability. Okay, here we go. This gun was not reliable when I first started shooting it.
This clip for you.
Nope. In fact, it had several failures to go into battery with full metal jacket ammunition.
Failure to go into battery.
Okay, I was pissed at the gun. In fact, if I would have done my review in January or February, and I was planning on doing my review, it would have been very negative. I would have freaking blasted.
It's a half-hour review on your gun.
But I do what I always do in the Nut and Fancy project. I held off.
If you're like my daughter, you got a phone and you can't play this video.
I have to, even though I hate it. And I seriously, at that point, hated the gun. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm trying to set someone up to date my ugly step cousin. I got to do it. So I held off. Talked to my friend. I was like, listen, your gun's having some serious issues. He's like, let me check it out. So he called the factory. And he handled it, which is great. It's his gun. He should handle it, but it saved me a lot of time. He told me that the factory, and it was mostly, again, failures to go into battery, and also I had a nosedive.
This is for educational purposes only, man. I hope Nut and Fancy doesn't mind me copying a little bit here,
and I know
because you have this gun
and high point pistols, and maybe the factory says, push the feedlets back together, spread them apart. I don't know.
Sounds like your problem.
Anytime a factory's telling you that, it's always a red flag to me. I'm like, please.
Certainly give him all the credit. I don't know anything about guns
myself. Around with this and changing it.
Well, I know a little.
Right from the factory. That's really what I'm saying. Back to this pistol. They sent him a new part number. I'll roll a picture in the upper right here. Part number 34, and that is called the hold open spring. My friend called it a slide spring, but the proper nomenclature on it is a hold-open spring. Gives it back to me. He's like, hey, check it out, man. I think I have my gun fixed. I'm saying, that's still a piece of crap. You got to go buy a Kel-Tec PF9. You should have heard the conversations we had. He's like, no, man. I'm like, oh, dude, go get a freaking Ruger LC9. This gun sucks. Why do you do it? I persisted. I have to give it a good test. Took it out. Several other outings, and it was like a new gun. 100% reliable. The C9.
See, there you go, J Miller.
100% reliable.
Change the spring.
Still deadly accurate in all my shooting. My opinion on the C9 at that point,
reliable.
I was like, this gun's got a lot to offer. It has a lot to offer.
Fair use and all credit to Nut and Fancy.
You probably
just answering J Miller's question on what I think might be wrong with his gun.
It will touch it, at least in the 9mm.
Jeff Rowe out. Peace.